Hey there, guys. How's everything going? Been a while. I figured I'd show you guys this app. It's a plant identifier app. There's quite a few different ones. This one's free. It's called Plant Net. So you just go to your Play Store, I think it's called, or yeah, your app. I'm sure you guys know. And this will come in pretty handy. Now, because it takes a while to get our gardens going. I've got quite a few starters: tomatoes, some peppers, some bell peppers, and then some jalapenos. I just bought some starters: zucchini, cucumbers. Bought a couple cucumbers and a honeydew and a cantaloupe. I just got those. Figured once you get growing with seeds down, I don't know. There's kind of an art to it, and there's always stuff to learn. So not like I'm some Joe Carcione. You guys remember Joe Carcione? Joe Carcione, your greengrocer. He was a Bay Area thing, so I don't think he was nationwide. Joe Carcione, he was a cool cat. So, anyways, yeah, it just looks like things are still escalating, but who knows? I don't know. You can't believe anything anymore. All these places burning down, all these factories. I don't know. I don't know. Um, but we do have the scriptures, and it does say, there's going to be famine. So, it's just good to prepare. I truly wouldn't trip if you can't. I just wouldn't. Put your faith in God. He's not going to let you down. And and many people are, well, let's hope. I don't know. A lot of the people I know in my little world, they only think of themselves. But that's pretty much everywhere. That's our world today. But anyways, this is what I wanted to share with you guys. So and Ben, the Peaceful Forager, his channel, he does a lot of this kind of stuff where he goes out and identifies plants, and you could eat them, and I'm sure the Native Americans, it was a good portion of their diet. Um, but it would be good if you could do it now if you have time, and it's actually kind of fun. So you could take a picture of it, or you could take pictures and then come home and then go to your gallery to identify it. So let's go ahead and identify. Okay, guys, so the top one is the picture I took. So then is it a leaf? Is it a fruit? I don't know what the habit is. Is it another? Is it a bark? Is it a flower? Probably you would identify mushrooms too. So we'll go leaf. Came back right. It's a mullein. It's batting, excuse me, it's batting 1,000 for me so far. Now, see, it gives percentage because people vote, and that's how they're coming up with it. And then once you identify it, you probably want to go to Google or to YouTube and then find out, the uses, what vitamins would be in it. What are the medical uses? Oh, I'm going to plant some echinacea this year. In fact, that's something I'll do today. I'll put some echinacea in. Um, but yeah, it's that simple. Let's do a different one. Okay, so it's the top one again, and we'll go leaf. Crying out loud. And there it is, spearmint. So it's pretty neat app, and again, it's good to learn how to identify these things now, and I think a good portion of your diet could be your common weeds, you know. And because it does, it takes a minute to get the gardens going. And we don't know what time of year it would be if we have to abandon our wee chateaus, you know. Um, if we have to, I don't know. I have no idea what's going on. I just know things are moving quick, so it just throwing that out there. It's kind of neat. There's different apps you can go to, and this is one I like though, and it's free, so free's good, right? Um, yeah, I don't know if you guys, are you guys up to par on your prayer? I'm getting better, man. I'm getting much, 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 much better. Um, Still listening to the word rather than reading it. I am trying to, and I'll do some reading, but more listening. You know, like if I'm at work washing dishes, I can listen to book after book after book. You know, go to Ephesians, go to Hebrews, go to Romans. Um, and I've been listening to some Spurgeon. I like Spurgeon. I like Towser, A.W. Towser, yeah. Um, and who else? Well, there's oh boy, what's the name of her channel? I tell you, it's been a long day. Well, but yeah, and then still working on these deadfalls, and then I want to start the spring traps. There is such an art to trapping, guys. Such an art to trapping. Blowgun's done, and I'm nailing that down. Um, that's really easy to make. And you see, I gotta get my mind straight, and then do a video that's actually not professional, but maybe an actual YouTube video. Not my cheesy kind of, but and then show you guys how easy these are to make, and you know, and the good thing about a blowgun, man, is you're never out of ammo. You're never out of ammo because you're gonna find nails and things. I mean, it's the way it is. You'll find nails everywhere, and you know, things that you could use for ammo. Now, I did buy these. They're kind of professional darts, and they're great. But you can make your own darts too, as long as you've got breath in you. You've got something you could take game with. And, you know, small game. Of course, they have. There's a guy. He takes large game. He takes bears and deer, and I think even wild boar. Um, but you know, focus more on small game with them. Well, because small game's everywhere. You know, if you're in the city, you've got squirrels and birds. If you're in the suburbs, you've got squirrels and birds. And if you're in the country, you have squirrels and birds. Um, you know, possums. I've never eaten a possum. I've never eaten a squirrel either. I've never hunted squirrels, but yeah, check this out, guys. So this was about 3 days ago. It was midday. I was going to say the other night, but no, it was like midday. No, it was about 11. And I'm just laying. I'm in a motorhome. I'm laying in bed. I don't know if I was listening to something or watching something, but I have a stack of $50. You know, it's 15. I'm looking at them now. It looks like it's about 15, and they're stacked nice. And all of a sudden I hear ching, and I'm looking over, man, and 3 or 4 of them were knocked off out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. Kind of gave me the spooks. Every once in a while in here, and that's praying does help, man. It gets like a layer of darkness. Would you leave me alone? Gosh darn it. I don't know how to turn off notifications. Now, where was I? Oh, yes, yes, yes. There's like a layer of darkness in here, man. It's an eerie feeling. And I mean, what do? I guess I could stay outside in a tent, but it's just, I just pray, 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 pray. Um, have you guys noticed that kind of this, that it's spiritually, things are picking up, man. They're picking up big time. Well, everything's picking up, huh? You know, all these shootings and, you know, a guy I know, well, I guess call him a friend, yeah. And he's going on and on, you know, upset about it because he believes it's all, and maybe it is. I don't know if it's real or not, but you know, how upset he was, and they need to do something about the assault. And I don't even bother with people anymore. I don't. There's no reason, guys. It's like I could show them a clip of Robbie Parker coming out laughing, and they don't get it. They just they're so programmed and so under the delusion they do not get it. I mean, you can out and out show them. Look, you know. He comes on a day after his daughter was shot, and he's laughing before he thinks the camera's rolling, and then he gets into character. You know, it's just, you know, it's so frustrating. But here's the kicker, guys. They want us to see that. That's kind of bizarre, but they want us to see that stuff. I don't know. Come on, how's a clip like that slip out of CNN? You know, and plus all the other, especially around Sandy Hook, there was some bizarre stuff they did that you're just going, what? And people believed it, and you're just going, what? Man, this is one crazy world. It's a comic book world, man. Tragedy, comedy. Yeah, and I just, instead of trying to quote unquote wake people up, it was so much energy and so frustrating for me. And I've given up, guys. I just, no. I mean, I focus on prayer best I can, and it's improved so much. I mean, I've turned over so much. And, you know, thinking of what he wants me to do in different situations, and you know what I mean, things like that. Focusing on you know, myself, to see where I am in the faith, you know, and my faith still isn't anywhere where I'd like it, and I haven't met him, and that frustrates me, but you know, it is what it is, and I just keep going, man, especially because I listen to a lot of testimonies. People have some great testimonies, man, great testimonies. I'm like, well, you know, throw me a bone here, but it is what it is. I think, well, obviously he knows what he's doing, and we don't have to like it. There's a lot I don't like. I mean, the SRA and all, well, everything. I just like, come on, God. He's got a plan, and it's all gonna work out. You know, and those children that affected, and you know, hopefully their heaven is just gonna be rocking. You know, just absolutely rocking. I guess, you know, everything's gonna be what it's gonna be. I watched Fox's, audiobook, Fox's Book of Martyrs, yeah. And, well, I guess if we are the last generation, if we be the last generation, and we are, gonna hold tight in the faith, man. I don't know, though, you know, I mean, yeah, there we have it too. God is in control, and well, he'll be there with us. I'd have to assume, because none of us are tough enough to, you know, endure anything that. And boy, those martyrs, there was young mothers, and man, they were so brave. And it was not because of their own braveness. It's because God was with them. So he'll be with us too. He'll be with us too, and I don't think we need to worry about that. But, you know, but anyways, guys, I just wanted to check in, share this plant app, and again, I think it's kind of fun if you have children and they're young, and you guys go out and identify it and kind of research it, and if you can print it up or write it out in a notepad, and try to get a mental note, like I'm in foothills, Northern California. There's acorns everywhere, so those are aces. It's funny though, some years you tend to get a whole bunch, and then some years are real thin. I gotta learn how to turn off notifications, guys. That's a group I belong to, Hulk Spiritual Logic, and Greg DeBrian, and they're like-minded folks. So it's kind of neat that you have a group of people that you can chat with and share stuff, and but yeah. So and then like pine needle tea, lots of vitamins, especially C. I think vitamin K. So things like that, keep in mind, and while your garden's growing, and I'll keep working on the deadfalls, and I'll try, once I get them down in the spring, I'll do one of that, and usually what I do is I just leave in the comments, I'll leave links for you guys to go to. Man, these guys are good at it. They make it look so darn easy. And so what else? You could tell I'm full of the spirit. Well, I don't want to re-record this over, because I got to go out and tend on the garden a bit, and I should do some weed eating for the landlord. I'll probably get some done for him this week. I don't know if I'm going to do it today. Just washing dishes all day. I think I'm going to go hit a meeting. I know the AA. I know the whole founding of it, and yeah, I mean, that's not good stuff, but here's the thing, man. Well, see, I'm not good at being a light of the world. I'm trying to be like the salt. I'm trying to be positive and happy. I've been a lot better at it. So, you want, why would somebody want to? Thank you. It didn't. Why would somebody want to give up all their worldly possessions and follow a God that this dude doesn't seem too happy about? Does that make sense? Man, we're supposed to be ambassadors, right? So, anyways, yeah, but that was trippy with the $50, man. That was definitely something there. God doesn't do stuff like that, so that was definitely of the enemy. Please leave me alone, guys. I gotta learn how to turn. I gotta learn how to do that. I guess it isn't that big of a deal, is it? It really isn't, because my videos are not top notch. But yeah, I'm just checking in, and I hope you guys like these plant apps, because it's pretty cool. And there's so much that we consider weeds that are edible. You fill your belly, and there's vitamins, and there's medicinal uses, and I think that's it, guys. I just think I'm just rambling. Yeah, things are just moving so quick. Vicky and Chuck. That's the name. Vicky and Chuck. Well, I'll leave a link for her. She's pretty good. Now she hears from the Lord. That's her claim, and I believe her, you know. I believe her. I don't know, but I believe her. And she's straight up biblical. I mean, she's out of the Bible. You know, she's not a New Age or absolutely not. She's straight up, you know, what you would call, you know, your Bible believer. Yeah, she's cool. I believe her, man. I do. Um, so I'll leave a link for her if you guys are interested. And yeah, if you just stumbled on it and you're listening to this old dude rambling on about bunch of I apologize. I am a crazy old man. So there's that. Love you all, and yeah, let me get these traps figured out, and I will do one on the traps, and because that's kind of fun too, especially if you have children. All right, man. Love you all.